as the new SAA prepares to take to the skies in August with cargo, hopefully, its sister airline, Mango, is going into business rescue. The low-cost airline, wholly owned by SAA, has been in our skies for 14 years, but of course it's grounded now. Let's discuss this with aviation analyst Phuthego Mojapele. Mr. Mojapele, thank you so much for joining us. I'm just wondering, what got Mango to this point? Was it COVID restrictions or Big Sister's problems?
Thank you, Sally. The Mango problems are not necessarily COVID-related, are just negligence or that, that has been existing in our state SOEs. If you look at the express to SAA now to the only SOE that has been operating now is also going down. It's a culmination of problems that has been going on within the aviation space, especially that is under the SAA.
And is it linked very much to SAA technical in this particular case?
So if you look at the SAA technical and Mango, their problems are the same. SAA technical is also going through turbulence at the moment. They are now going to retrench some staff members there, and they lost quite a lot of business as well as clients that were servicing their aircrafts with them. And Mango as well. Mango was a very, very, very good strategic business for SAA because they were able to compete with the low-cost carriers that we have in the country. So when you look at the SAA model, it's a premium service. Mango was a low-cost, and it was strategically placed in position to fight or to compete with your low costs that are operating that SAA is not able to match with. So what the SAA or the Mango board or the DPE were supposed to have done was to capitalize, to really reinforce and give Mango quite a substantial support. Because the running cost of Mango are not that much, to be honest with you. So it would have been really make sense for them to just put a lot of energy on creating Mango to be something that SAA can rely on when they're trying to sort themselves out. But it looks like they just been sleeping on the job.
The business rescue package for SAA and money that was provided by the Department of Public Enterprises, it had a certain allowance for subsidiaries to look after the subsidiaries, of which Mango is one. Was that money ever forthcoming?
So what happened was that on the 24th of June, there was a 2.7 billion that was separate from 10.5 billion that was given to SAA to get out of the business rescue. So there was further 2.7 billion, which Mango was supposed to have given 819 million to get out of as a relief package that they had in place. So what has been happening is that the Department of DPE as well as Finance, they wanted a plan from Mango, from either the board and executive to present it before they can release that money. If that money would have came through, we wouldn't have been seeing Mango where it is today. The pilots would have been paid, the cabin crew would have been paid, and all the suppliers would have been paid. We wouldn't have been where we are, where the employees are forcing SAA to place Mango under business rescue. They just did not have plan in place. They're always on the back foot. And we can't have companies that are run by state always reacting instead of being proactive on the situations that are coming forth. And now Mango is now the last victim to go under this business rescue, which we don't know if it's going to be successful or it is the end of Mango. We really don't know. I just don't see an appetite on any one of these entities, especially from the government point of view, doing anything much better than what they have done on SAA. They should have learned from SAA.
It's interesting what SAA is going through because, of course, we know that they're going to hopefully take to the skies in August for cargo at first. They've got an equity partner, Takatso, but that's still going through a due diligence process. But we also know that part of the group, the consortium group, already has a low-cost airline, which is Lift. Surely
Yes.
there isn't room for Lift and Mango under the new SAA. Is that partly, do you think, what's going on here?
I believe that, yes, it's something that they need to consider. Even if it was something that they were literally working on, clearly you are going to be faced with the Competition Commission that is going to be knocking on your doors to say, listen, what you are trying to do is not going to be feasible. So what we may look at, or what they should be looking at, is the consolidation of both entities as Mango as well as the Lift to either become one force, because you can't have two coexisting on the same space, because South Africa doesn't allow, the South African market doesn't allow that to happen. So what we may need to do is to see them trying to consolidate the two and creating one entity that can be literally be used as a tool that can service the low-cost market.
All right, so now I suppose it's better than being liquidated, which seemed to be the fate possibly for Mango. It's hopefully going into business rescue now. Well, it is going into business rescue. What does this mean for staff? What can they expect over the coming months at Mango?
So what we will see is that because the money has already been gazetted to be given there, so what we need to try and expect is for the unions to put together a plan, consolidated plan from them, and it must be considered, and they must be paid, and they must come up with a plan that is going to be speaking to the job security that needs to be literally secured for all of them, because we can't be losing the jobs in the industry the manner in which we are losing them. We've lost quite a lot at SAA, we've lost a lot at Technica and many other entities, and the country is really not coping. So the plan that needs to be put forward is to try and secure the little that is left and integrate whatever that is, consolidate whatever that is left, and let the Mango continue flying. Mango is a good airline. It's going to bring a good return for SAA, and I think we need Mango, and let us not allow it to die. And I think that's what the plan should be. And I'm sure my colleagues and everybody at Mango, they're working a lot to try and convince the government to do something better than what they have done with the SAA.
Yeah, sad to see an airline that had everything going for it in such a difficult state. Thank you so much for breaking that down for us. Much appreciated. Aviation analyst Phuthego Mojapele there.